what I was seeing was there's no women here. There's no Black women here. Like, do I belong here?
Hey, welcome to BBC Sport. I'm your host Gundeep, and in this series we're going to be speaking to experts across the sporting industry who are going to share their tips on how to help you get your dream job. Today we're joined by Felicia Pennant, who's the founder and chief editor of Zine, which combines the world of football and fashion into one. Hey Felicia, so what steps did you take to get to where you're at today?
Growing up, I was always like a massive bookworm. You know, everyone was always really shocked when I was like, just obsessed with football. Like, sorry, if Chelsea are playing and I can find a pub to watch it, I'm going to find a pub to watch it. And then when I was about 14, I discovered Vogue and Elle, and my dad sent me like a care package of it, and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Like, I didn't know like this existed, and like you could communicate fashion in this way, and the fantasy and the creativity of it all.
So Felicia, in the fashion or sports industry, is it important to go uni to be successful?
I did fashion history in theory because there wasn't a journalism course at the time.
What would you say is the best way to get into journalism, and how would you advise someone like myself looking for work experience?
What I did is I sent a lot of letters out to people. My first ever internship was at 16. A friend in my year, her aunt worked at Vivienne Westwood, so I was like, oh my God, it's Vivienne Westwood. I love Vivienne Westwood. I went and like interned there for a couple of weeks in the showroom.
So Felicia, you're the founder of Zine. How did it all start?
Freeze did a how to start your own magazine talk. So I went to that, took notes. And afterwards I said, oh, I have this idea. I really want to do this fashion and football zine. So yeah, I did all of this myself, called in favors. Like, it was all my own money I'd saved up. All of us that work on Zine I had an amazing team, but we all have full-time jobs and other projects that we work on.
What 3 things would you say every writer or journalist needs to have?
Read everything and figure out which journalists you like and the way that they write. Research. I'd also say, I guess, finding new angles.
So Felicia, who would you say is the best person you featured in the magazine?
Eni Aluko for issue 5, which was the religion issue, and I had this idea that Jeanette and Eni were friends, and it'd be really brilliant to have them in conversation talking about being, successful Black women in sport. So I got this recording of the conversations, like, oh, this is so brilliant, this is so inspiring. I wish I'd had this a couple of years ago when I thought, oh, maybe I wanted to be a sports journalist and decided not to focus on sport. And just being able to put them on the cover together and put Black women on the cover was so important.
How do you decide on what should feature in a magazine, and what are the best stories?
This is so hard because we don't have enough pages to feature everything that I want to feature. With any theme, it's trying to find new angles. If you think that someone else would feature it, how can you do it differently?
Thank you, Felicia. Thank you so much for your time. And for any aspiring journalists out there, as Felicia said, work experience is the key. Getting out there, putting the shift in, and that's what's going to make things happen.